So finally, VDM has gotten the invitation from TVC News to come on the platform and share his own side of the story, or maybe debunk some of the allegations that were made against him by Ditwon. So I think that this is an excellent gesture, or this is an excellent thing being done by TVC News, so that people or their viewers can get both sides of this ongoing situation or saga. Now, I will hope that VDM be responsible and be respectful to the platform and also the reporters who will carry on this program. I hope that he will not just go there with a personal vendetta against someone and then decided to rubbish the platform, say things just to rile up his followers and not thinking it through. I hope so. By the way, before I even continue, let me just say one thing. I respect VDM. I acknowledge all his effort, all his dedication, all his activism, and so on and so forth. And I think that he is doing a lot of things in Nigeria that is of great help to ordinary Nigerians. I am aware of all this and I acknowledge it. I do. And I hope he continues to do things like this. I hope he keep up the good work. I hope so. But there's one thing that I have realized which is very, very concerning. And I think that it is something that we all must be very, very careful about. This whole cult-like personality that is being built around VDM. I don't know if he is aware of this or not. I don't know if he enjoys this or not. I'm not sure. But I think it is something that is very, very concerning. This whole aspect that if you say anything against VDM, people will come after you. This whole notion that VDM can do no wrong is really, really bad. It's really bad. And this is exactly how authoritarianism starts. That is how it starts. When people are being insulated by other people, when people are being defended by other people, it makes those people who are being defended to be rude, to be unaware of the harm and some of the terrible things they do to others. Nowadays on the internet, when you talk against VDM, you see a lot of negative pushback from people. You see a lot of people on the internet calling you one name or the other. And you ask yourself, why? Why? Why are people so blind to some of the things he does, which are wrong? Why? When he goes out there and publish personal conversation he had with other people, do you think that that is a good behavior? Do you think that that is something we should all appreciate? Now, there are other ways he can get back at people who are trying to pull him down without necessarily publishing personal conversation he had with them. Now, someone trying to defame you or someone trying to pull you down is a horrible person. And you using personal information you got from them in a private conversation to get back at them doesn't make you the better person. It doesn't. Now, publishing those information might have saved your career, your life, or yourself, but it doesn't mean that you are a better person. And this is a point I want all of us to understand. That is the point. Two things can be wrong at the same time. those people saying horrible things against you, like for example, did one going on the Honest Bunch podcast and saying things against VDM is wrong. And I will never ever support that. It's wrong. People should not be doing things like that. And did one did all these things knowing well fully well the implication of just alleging that someone was into LGBTQ stuff in Nigeria. He knew it, but he did it nevertheless. He said it all the same. That was wrong. That was totally and completely wrong. But this does not excuse VDM for publishing private conversations he had with Nedo. This doesn't excuse him. He could have went after did one, because after all, did one brought up this whole conversation. But VDM chooses not to go after did one, but to single out Nedo and go after him. And he did. And he succeeded. But at what cost? At what cost? You have to ask yourself this question. Which honorable person would make a private conversation public just to go after someone whom they presume to be an enemy? Which person with high moral standard use a private conversation to get at someone? Who does that? Who does that? And while you are pondering about this, also give this some thought. Would you appreciate if a friend of yours shared your own personal information that you told them in private? Would you appreciate that? Just think about this carefully and then share your thought with us in the comment section below. Because remember, like always, we love hearing what you have to say. But I'm giving you my own take on this whole issue. Sharing someone's private conversation public is wrong. It doesn't matter who did it. It doesn't matter what the reason was. A wrong is a wrong. That is how I see it. Now you guys can go out there and lash out. You guys can decide to send any kind of negative information that you want to send my way. I don't care. But I have just made my point very, very clear to you.